Okay. Um. Oh my god. This entire time. Wait, was. Oh yeah, no, the music was playing. Okay, hi everyone. I'm back. I'm finally back. Your evil overlord returns. I guess. Hi. Oh, I am so happy to be back. Also, I'm going to turn my microphone gain down just a bit. I know it's going to make me a bit quieter, but there's background noise that I'm picking up that I kind of want to deaden out. Basically, I have a fan running. Oh, hi! Steve-O! Thanks. Thank you for the resubscribe. Boop. 21 months. You're on a 13-month streak. Holy moly. Bop, bop, biddly, boop, boop, bop. Boo! Alright, let me get the game up here. All the mods. All mods. Woo! Not beyond London until the month, as you see in the pics, and it. Yeah, you think it's hot there? It's Our high for today is supposed to be. Let me see if I can convert this to Celsius for you real quick. For those who use Fahrenheit, 90. It's supposed to be 101 degrees here. Oh, thanks, Giz. Also, hi, Giz. Oh, yeah, okay. No, you've got a little worse than us. 38.33 degrees Celsius. 38, 39 Celsius here. Yeah, no, it's freaking hot everywhere. I think the world has finally just decided to be like, you know what? Screw all of you. Ah, you watching me from work? Naughty, naughty. Your boss may not be happy? Well, your boss can... What can your boss do? Huh. Don't tell him. If he believes he's the boss, he'll just keep slacking off. No. No, I know Gizzy is not actually that kind of person. Probably waddles around everywhere, but past that, you know, pretty sure a very hard worker. Ah, responsibility. Oh no, not responsibility. Oh, the humanity. Also, I'm gonna turn this down a bit. Honestly, I don't even need the music on. Ugh. So yeah, some things have changed in the world. I've added more stuff here. May not seem like it, but there are more chests. Chests? Chests. There's some new machines. Finally making my vibrant alloy. Let me see, what else? Oh yeah, I've got an Enderman spawner. And that building's almost done. Seeing how many people I can get in here. Okay. Growing some different crops. I made a bunch of coffee for Jay. Don't tell anyone that I made a bunch of coffee for Jay. He does not need to know that I'm harvesting coffee beans to sell at him at a highly inflated rate. I mean, realize though, I am on this island here, and he's way over here. So, there's import regulations and stuff like that. So, there's obviously some tacked on extra costs that are involved with shipping coffee to him, but, I'm sure with all the mage type stuff he's doing, he can afford it. Oh, I'm using the wrong weapon here. Yeah. Haha. I only got 27 arrows in my face. Doing. Well, all right, Steve-O. If you wanna break the silence, that's fine. I can also break the silence and tell Jay about all the naughty things you've done. Oh, that's where that's been. Uh-huh. Yeah, sure. Uh Oh, it doesn't, and also it doesn't have to be anything from today. It can be from like a few months ago and doctored up to look like today. Oh crap, I gotta dump this stuff off. Clip what? I don't know what you're talking about. I'll just say that this is a deep fake. That's totally what a deepfake would say on a deepfake, right? Oh, they'll obviously say this is a deepfake. I was about to say, there's a miscount here. No, there's not a miscount. Also, I have to be very careful to not swear anymore. I'm not allowed to swear. If I swear, I can't do TikTok lives. So even though I like to swear, even though I'm used to swearing, I'm not allowed to swear. So, yeah, I guess. I don't know. I mean, people on other platforms can't see what you type, so... Oh, God. Thank you! Thank you for scaring the... out of me. Yeah. What? Oh, that was a lot of damage I just heard. Oh, yeah, my Enderman Wait, hang on. What's wrong with my Enderman farm? Hang on a minute. Oh, crap. Where's the inhibitor? Oh, that's not good. Oh, no. I knew this was a possibility. I was hoping it wouldn't happen, but it has happened. One of those a-holes has stolen my jump inhibitor, which means they can get out. Ah, those darn Endermen. Oh, I like how the clip came out. Is that how the clips come out? That looks nice. I like that. I mean, I don't like that you're counter blackmailing me, but I like that. I like how that came out. Oh, you want some? I guess not. Oh, crap. Baby zombie. Baby zombie. Punt the baby. Punt the baby. Punt the spider. Punt the baby. That's right, for only 3 easy payments of 1995, you too can punt the baby. And the spider. Just put this in here for now. Gross misuse of chest space. I don't need that crossbow. Put that in there. Yeah, get rid of that. What else can I get rid of? Oh, hey, do I have anything to collect and then add to chests? Oh, oh yes, please, thank you. What seed did you give me? Did you seriously give me more conductive alloy? No. Oh, gave me Imperium farmland. Imperium farmland. Blah, 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 blah. What's this? What is this? What is this? Okay. Also, the reason I had to turn my microphone gain down, so the fan in the room is going, and the reason that is because to save on power, we run the AC at about 77 degrees Fahrenheit here, which is a little warm. It's a little uncomfortable. The humidity's high though, which it sucks. But my room is like the furthest from the thermostat, so my room just naturally gets way warmer. What's that dirt block doing down there? Yeah, this room gets way warmer. It gets like to like 83 to 85 degrees in this room. So I had to keep the fan running pretty high so that I don't cook in here. But on the flip side, you should hopefully notice there's a lot less echo. Um, there is a lot. Well, yeah, the audio should seem a lot clearer than it used to. But hey, that's the reward of making your own sound studio out of an office space. Also, I did yard work this morning, so my allergies are not being kind to me. Me. Okay, that's done. There are so many bosses. Kill a Ravager, an Elder Guardian, a Piglin Brute, a Rot Beast. Ah, yeah. I did kill the Traitor Villager. That guy is annoying. Oh, he is so annoying. Yeah, no, allergies are being a real pain today. Also, have I produced more osmium dust? I need to see if I have. Oh, that's a yes. So, Steve-O, anything exciting going on today? Other than just hanging out in the uh, boiling armpit that is London? No energy to do anything. Yeah, I feel you there. That's how I felt after I did the yard work. I was like, I have no energy. I should stream. And thus here I am.
In the most adorable clothing ever.
Cardiff on Wednesday to see someone for fun. Nice. Yeah, and I can tell you have no energy because you haven't spammed my Telegram with gifts. So, yeah, I can tell you're pretty beat right now. Yeah, I saw. You just been wear snorts this whole mouth. You've been wearing shorts this whole month. I think is what you meant. Okay, yeah, yeah. My right audio and my left audio are not audioing. Thank you for the hydrate. And the hydrate. I did 2 hydrates there. Just want to point that out. I did do 2 hydrates. Oh no! I forgot the things. I forgot all the things. I forgot the things. I am a big old dum dum. God, this is what happens when I don't stream in like a month. Let's get our little stream avatars up. Hey, there we go. Who is that? Gizzy is just Gizzy. It looks like Gizzy. Like, I can't tell the difference. Shame! Shame! Thank you for spamming me with the shame bell. That's a sound I should add. I think everyone would get a kick out of that one. What do you think, Steve-O? Should I add the shame bell being rung? Nope, that's full. Wait, you're using ChatGPT? I, I wouldn't use ChatGPT. Well, okay, there are limited uses for AI that are actually beneficial, but most uses are not, from what I've seen, beneficial uses. Okay, so that is dumped out, and then it's refilling. Let's see, don't have enough glowstone essence. What I should do is I should go back to the nether and grab a crap ton of glowstone. I didn't like the sound of that. Don't know if you heard that, but that nah sound, nah, I don't want to deal with that. Ooh, Legos are fun. I've always enjoyed putting Legos together. That's just awesome. Okay. I've got food. I've got weapons. Not too concerned about the other stuff. Ah, there's a ghast nearby. Not that I need it. I really don't need it. I just don't need it to, like, attack me. That's not what I'm about today. Now what I need is glowstone. Also, I don't even know why I came here. There's a much easier way to do this, and I'm not doing it the easy way. I'm going to head back, and I'm going to grab my little teleporter, and I'm going to go up to the surface that I broke through back early on. Oh, hi, buddy. How are you doing? Zombified piglin. Mushroom Island. No, Nether Roof Base. There we go. Okay, config. Turn all this stuff off. New. Wait, hand. Oh, no, don't need to do that. Just turn on glowstone and nothing. Okay. Yeah, so this is this is the breakthrough point. I managed to actually break bedrock. Yeah, that was fun times. Yeah, so I'm gonna go directly north. I'm gonna place a start. Okay, cool. I'm gonna place these down. We found a little bit of glowstone. I'll go and harvest those up and we'll go a little further. Drop, mine. Yeah, all that happy stuff. Oh, we're in an ad break, so good timing, I guess. Why am I hearing good? Ghast. I'll say I shouldn't be seeing a ghast. Boop. Oh, by the way, Steve-O, I don't know if this was me who did this or if this was just all on Jay's own, but Jay is finally watching all the Star Wars movies. Like 4, 5, and 6, and then probably 1, 2, and 3. And I don't know if he's going to be interested in watching 7, 8, and 9, but yeah, we're in the middle of Empire Strikes Back. Again, it's up to him if he wants to watch those. I'm not gonna talk him out of it if he wants to watch them. I watch them. Yeah, they are. I mean, you can clearly see the divide between George Lucas and J.J. Abrams. It was awful. And truth be told, I don't think he is actually interested in seeing those movies, but yeah, no, you're right. They are god awful. Hmm. No dirt, no scaffolding. Then let have people outside on us. Okay, let's go a little bit further. Place it again. Go a little bit further. Place it again. Go a little further. Mycotoxic undergrowth. There we go. That's the money. Steve-O, you were quite salty about this. You were like, no, don't do it ever. Yeah. Yeah, he did. It's tragic, really. I need to divide this stuff up. Okay, that's divided. That's divided. Okay. That yeah, blowing up Vulcan. Let me see. How do I get more warped fungus? Oh, I can do that. That's something I could do. Actually, I was supposed to get warped fungus out of that. I didn't get any? Huh. That's weird. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I remember that. That one was weird. Honestly, that one was um just, just weird. Looks like I'm about to find a new source of warped fungus. That should be enough. Let's head back. So basically what I'm doing is I am gathering up a bunch of glowstone to use with my ender pearls and the electrum ingots, the electrum alloy ingots. No, energized alloy ingots. Anyways, I'm trying to make vibrant alloy ingots enough to make a single vibrant alloy seed, which is expensive. Like this is probably one of the most expensive things I've ever made. But I have to get 4 of these made. And hopefully I now have enough to do that. We will see. 324. 324 ingots of vibrant alloy to make a single seed. Yeah, this stuff is not cheap. Basically, I use this as a temp storage. Yeah, as much energetic alloy as we have, there's no reason we shouldn't be able to get there. It's just going to take time to process it. Yeah, 5 stacks of the stuff here. I'll add on to that. No, I know. I'm going to hold on to the... Oh, we got more energetic alloy seeds, too. I think I put those in there before. Yeah, I probably did. Alright, where did I stick my ender pearls? In here? Yeah, in here. Now, I am lucky because when this pushes through, it uses one of each of these ingredients, but kicks out 2 vibrant alloy ingots. So, it's not that heavy on resources. It's still pretty expensive, but it could be worse. Oh, and this will give us our second ×1 block. That's 2. So I just need 162, and that's... Yes, I have more than enough. Yeah, I have more than enough resources to do this. Guess it's what, 2.5 stacks roughly that I need. No, wait, no, I only need half of that because it's right, because it's my brain is not wanting to work with me today. It's double producing. That's what I want to say. It's double producing, so it's going to split the amount of resources I need in half. But yes, I should have enough resources to get this done. So realistically, what I should be working on is... getting these essences built up to where I have, what, 5 Supremium essences? Which are, again, really expensive. Let's see. Yeah, so it's tier 5, so it's... Yeah, so that's Supremium, which is... So it's blue and then it's red, so... Yeah. It's pricey stuff. Just to get to 1 seed is... expensive. Also, I think I know what the first game is going to be that I'm going to record now that my recording capabilities are back. And I don't know if this was intentionally done or if it just was happenstance. But on Epic Games, the last set of free games that was out, there was a game that came out for free called I Have No Mouth and I Must Scream, which I'm pretty sure is based off of the book of the same name. But the finale of The Amazing Digital Circus happened. And when that happened, it basically there was a lot of callback to that game. So, or sorry, not callback to the game, callback to the book of I Have No Mouth and I Must Scream. So I don't know if that was supposed to be in time with the finale, but because it happened, I found that pretty intriguing. I'm like, you know what? It's here. I might as well play the game. And depending on how it is, I might as well record it and then do that as my first like return to YouTube, posting with that game and see how it goes. I hope what I'm saying makes sense because in my mind, I know what I'm saying, but out loud, I feel like I'm just speaking gibberish right now. Okay, get my master crystal in here. Oh, this thing is so full of just excess stuff that I probably don't need. Try that. Cool. Essence. Boop, 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 oh crap! Give me my crystal back. Well, I got 2. All of that, by the way, all of that only gave me 2 of this. That's it. Oh, that's how expensive this stuff is. Oh boy. Ooh, bunch of Legos. You went to the Lego store. That's awesome. I can't get me because of the light. Oh, I'm sorry, you were saying? Oh, you're on fire? Is that what you're trying to tell me? You're on fire and it's uncomfy? Oh, maybe you shouldn't have tried to attack me. Yeah, maybe you're just gonna have to find a way to put yourself out. Yep. Nope, there you go. You're gone. Darn phantoms showing up and trying to mess with me, trying to steal my stuff. Oh, oh crap. That's full. Well, I guess that's a good problem to have is when it's so full that you have to start looking at other places to store it. Crap, I also have to find other places to store. All right. Yeah, let's look at storage options until I can get my start storing stuff in at Mage Watch. Yeah, I'm sure Jay would just love me for that. And hey, Jay, by the way, there's a bunch of stuff over here. It's stored on your property. Enjoy. You'd be so mad. No, I'm not doing that to him. You know how much trouble I'll get in for that? Then again, I could give him coffee for free. Like, oh, and I can show you real quick. It's down here. I know where I put all the coffee because it's all in one place. Nope, 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 nope. Yes, I sort of know where the coffee is. Yeah, here's all the coffee beans, which apparently can be used to make mocha ice cream, hazelnut coffee, um, hot coffee. Hooch. Biofuel. Wait, is this? There's actually so very little use for this. I'm sure he'll like it though. I could fry it. I could fry it and make hot fried coffee. Or with a grill, I could make grilled hot coffee. That sounds not appealing. Uh, what? Biomass churning. What is? Oh, okay. So, anyways, yeah, I could turn all those coffee beans in the coffee and then just give him a bunch of coffee. But I am standing in a warehouse right now that is used explicitly to store stuff. Like that's what this building is for, is just storage. And technically it's my export hub too, but yeah. Oh, oh, hey. Don't message me. Evil laugh. Ah, the thing is that Stevo thinks that he's evil, but in actuality, he's kind of an ankle biter, really. Check my phone. Why did it cut my face off? Wait, where'd it go? What were you trying to show me? I don't know what you were trying to show me. I can't listen to it. Gosh darn it, Stevo. You send what to Jay? I don't know you're sending to Jay. Oh my gosh, you're gonna get me in so much trouble. The beans. Yeah, I got beans. You want beans? I've got soybeans. Yeah, you want soybeans? I got soybeans. Let me show you my soybean collection. Check the group chat too. I can't, Stevo. I cannot watch stuff on my phone while I'm streaming. Oh, I can see the subtitles though. Never mind. All is forgiven. Oh, coffee bean seeds. Hey, there you go. Tea leaf, sesame seeds, canola, garlic, spice leaf. Ah, here we go. Yeah, soybeans. I got a lot of soybeans. And peanuts. I got a lot of peanuts, too. Yeah, okay. No, don't tell him where the coffee is. He'll raid my base. Now after stream, I'm gonna have to go and hide the coffee. Thanks. He just took my only, like, bargaining chip here. I mean, I also did give him a cat. I gave him a whole cat. Yeah, but I'm gonna wait till after stream in order to hide the coffee so he doesn't know where it is, and neither do you. Oh, go on, clip me saying that. Clip me saying that. It's not gonna make a difference. It's gonna be somewhere else. Maybe on this island, maybe somewhere off the island. I don't know, could be anywhere. Was I not carrying another stack of pearls on me? Okay. How am I the evil one? You're the one that's trying to blackmail me. Or intimidate? Blackmail? Bribe? Then again, you haven't really asked for anything, so I think you're just causing mayhem for mayhem's sake. Oh, I got another Enderman seed. That's awesome. Yeah, I like how you call me evil, but you're the one who's taking clips and intentionally trying to get me in trouble. Gosh, it's just such a Stevo thing to do, I guess. Yes. Those need more redstone. Don't even know how I'm evil. don't even know how I'm evil. Okay, and then go back here, and then process more of that, and I need more Certus cores, which is over there. It's just a bunch of roundabout stuff I have to do. How many things I have to do. But once I get all that stuff done, I'll have 10... No, wait, no, hang on. AE2. Basically, what I'm doing is I'm trying to get 10 of... It's right in front of me. I know it is. Oh, here we go. Yeah, I'm trying to get 10 of the 256 ME storage drives made. And these things are pricey too, but I mean, that will greatly handle my storage situation. Of course, what I'd like to do is empty these drives and then, because these are, what, 4Ks? Yeah. And then find a way to upgrade those drives to 256Ks. That'd be nice. When did I make soy sauce? Yeah. Of course, the other thing I feel sad about is that you can hear all of my key presses. And I feel kind of bad about them. Like, I need to find, like, a quieter keyboard and mouse. Like, there's a mechanical mouse or mechanical keyboard. I don't know about the mouse, if it's considered mechanical or not. But I'm can imagine how loud it is, and it's like the one thing that's like making me kind of self-conscious about streaming right now is that that's still a heavy noise that's coming through. Oh, I had more glowstone dust here. What the heck? Okay, so there's that. Then I'm gonna grab another stack of this, another stack of this. But no, I said another stack of this. Dude, but 64, 74, 84, 94. So that's gonna leave a 3 remainder, I think. No, 81. Yeah, no, that's right. That's my Supremium Essence. That's my Hybrid Alloy. these for now. Those, don't need those right now. Get rid of that, don't need that right now. Also, I found that the lightning net that I've made works really, really well. I've gotten quite a few lightning strikes, and it has generated a lot of electricity. Which, honestly, looking at it, is not actually a lot of electricity. It's actually pretty minuscule in comparison to my full storage capacity. Like, it's not a lot. Also, is my power going through to that? That's lit up, but... Oh, it's not even connected. Yeah, let me go ahead and dump that real quick. Yeah, so I made this, and then I can just... Boop. Yeah, then that leads to these 4 massive lightning rods that I have, each with 4 induction cells. So like this has like 4 outputs each, and then these all output and go up. So they all basically wrap around. But yeah, this took a lot of resources, and I finally got it done. I was like, oh my gosh, this is incredible. And I got the lightning net made, which is steel fences that go straight up from the top of the lightning rod. And mind you, you see the bedrock here. We're at basically as far down as you can go, flat-wise. Not flat-wise, we're almost as far as you can go. There's like 1 or 2 more you can go, but basically we're at the bottom. But the cool thing here is that because my lightning rods go from down there and they go all the way up here to the top of the building, and because I have it set up as a net, I have basically guaranteed lightning strikes anytime there's a storm. Yeah, which I've got images of lightning actually striking the net, which is really cool. But yeah, behind these pillars are the lightning rods, steel fences, which yeah, I just connected the power so that dumps into my energy cells, which are over here. So this is full, and this is quickly gaining energy. Eventually, I will have to turn off the input for the left one and then start finding a way to dump it. Especially if I want to go nuclear, because there has to be plenty of available storage for energy. But up here, I don't remember how much I've shown before, but this is the lightning net. Okay, hope you enjoy, Stevo. I'll see you back here in a bit. But anyways, yeah, this is the lightning net. This is where all the lightning strikes happen, and it will go down one of the 4 steel fences and go down to the lightning rods at the base. I literally cannot make it bigger. Like this is as big as a lightning net can be. Is that size grid? So I took advantage of that, and whoa, yeah, like it just got struck. Like if you heard that explosion there. So like I can do this and we can wait. It will get struck again. There's guaranteed it's going to get hit again. The nice thing too is that because this lightning net is here, it's actually a lot less likely that lightning will strike anywhere else. I say as I then probably get struck by lightning. Because that's just my luck, honestly, is, oh, hey, yeah, I said this, and now it's going to happen. Technically, I'm guaranteed another strike. Yeah, lightning. Ah, there we go. Yeah, see? Yeah. Thank you for the posture check and the 2 hydrates. And the boop. The boops are always accepted. Also, I'm going to. I say I'm going to put this on break, but I'm going to step away for just a minute. I have to go check something real quick, and then I'll be right back. So I'm actually going to leave the game here like this. And then, yeah, I will be right back. Okay, I am back. Sorry about that. Just switch this back over. Hello. Hello, Air Thunderstorm. Thank you for the follow. I guess I could turn that back on. Let's very quickly start emptying this out. that. Yep, that's empty. I just remember something. I think you can dye the collars of the wolves you tame. I should check that at some point. Honestly, I could check that now. Oh, this is Java, and it is all the mods 10, so I'm considering using dynamics dye. Maybe it'll let me. Maybe it won't. Maybe it'll crash the game. We don't know, but we're about to find out. Boop. Ah! Yay! The dogs are glowing blue now with glowing blue collars because Cherenkov technically glows. Yeah. So, Air, welcome. How'd you find my channel? I post to so many different places, so I like to ask, like, how did you find me? Oh, hi! Holy crap, Lupus, hi. Yeah, I know who you are. Also, Goat! Welcome, Goat! How, oh god, ha, 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 hey, 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 back, 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 tiny devil, back! Yeah! Anyways, hi, Goat, happy birthday! Well, belated birthday. But yeah, happy birthday! Actually, you know what? Hang on, let's go over here real quick. Can I? Can I? It is, and that's okay. But anyways, because it is Glow Goat's birthday. Happy birthday to you. I'm gifting you a sub. Oh no, the librarian. Oh no, the librarian. Yeah! What the heck? What all did you drop? More leather scrap, more rotten flesh, more zombie hearts. And hopefully with me streaming more, you can actually enjoy that subscription instead of, me stream once and then be gone for like another month. Sorry, everyone. I didn't mean to be gone for so long. Bop. Ah. Ah, crap. Again. I keep doing that where I keep clicking the up button without pulling out my master crystal. And then it's like, oh, yeah, it's gone now. Bye. Ow. Okay, well, that gives me 2 of those. Yeah, it's not a lot. 32 of that. And then drop another stack in there. Yeah. Which, by the way, I'm kind of back. Kind of back. I'm gonna try to stream more, but I do still have to study for and take my exam, which is coming up the first Wednesday in August. It had to get rescheduled because I had to ask for accommodations, and I was granted accommodations, but then they're like, well, you've been granted accommodations, but if you want your accommodations to apply to your exam, you have to reschedule your exam. Okay, cool, I guess. So, yeah, I had to reschedule to a later date. So it was supposed to be July 15th, and it ended up being like the first Wednesday in August, which I think is the 5th. So yeah, once I take my exam and pass, yeah, I will be CCNA certified, and I'll be back to streaming full time, and yeah. Hi, friend. Bye, friend. Oh, dang. Respiration 2? What? I mean, it doesn't grant you unlimited water breathing, but it does give you some water breathing. But I'm also trying to get back into recording as well. Um, Actually, you might be interested in this, Glow. Um, I'm gonna wait for the giant jet to pass by before I continue talking, because that is extremely loud and distracting. um, so anyways, I am using free and open source software in order to edit videos because I can't afford to just drop a year subscription to Adobe Suite. That would be like, huh, that's a lot of money. Um, so instead, I'm using something called Caden Live, which, if you recall the meme video I did of Wackus Bonkus in the Jedi Temple, about to kill the younglings, that thing. Um, that was with Caden Live, not using AI, not using Adobe or anything like that. Um, that's the software I'm using to edit my videos now. So there's that. There's also the fact that I don't want to keep using this computer to broadcast. So, it's kind of a two-part there. I don't want to continue using this computer for broadcasting, and I need to look at a Linux alternative because I don't want to continue to use Windows with all the crap that's going on with them. So, I have my old computer, which technically is just the innards of the old computer, and um, that I swapped out from this case into an older case. I'm installing a gaming version of Linux on that computer and testing that to see what software works, what software doesn't work, as kind of a test bed to make sure that I can use it, because eventually this computer is going to Linux. And when this computer goes to Linux, then I won't be reliant on Windows. Which is kind of the whole goal there, is I don't want to be reliant on costly proprietary software that basically takes all of your rights away when it comes to how you use something that you paid for. It's like I'm kind of done with that. So I'm like, I would rather use something that is free and open source and figure it out that way. I hope what I said makes sense because I feel like I just went on a small tangent and even I am having trouble following what I just said. So, yeah. I do got the big brain. Yeah, I try to have the big brain. Oh, brass seeds, copper alloy, experience seeds, graphite seeds, iron seeds, nether quartz, redstone, skystone. Ooh, skystone. All right, that's valuable. Yeah. Well, there are operating systems under Linux that are friendly when it comes to like comparable to Windows operating system, but none of the bloatware. And really, that's what I want is something with not a bunch of bloatware, something that is not resource intensive, something that is going to work for what I need it to do, but it has to be compatible with applications that are more Windows based. So you need something that has what was it, GNOME, like GNOME or something like that. Um Basically it allows you to run stuff made for Windows in a Linux environment. But yeah, I have an operating system in mind. I just have to get all the files off the old system and then I can work on actually installing the new OS, which is exciting. Oh crap. It's out of space. No, it's out of space. Oh gosh darn it. Yeah, well the water essence can come with me. Uh well, we'll see. Also, like I was saying at the beginning of the video as well, hopefully you can hear like there's not nearly as much echo as my previous streams have had. Hopefully the sound is a lot more I don't know how I want to say it. Uh Less reverb. Hopefully there's less reverb being heard. Which would be contributed to the fact that I have a bunch of soundproofing in here now. What was that? That's good. That's good. Nope. 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 Unfortunately, the downside is that because this microphone is more sensitive and more crisp sounding, I'm pretty sure it's also picking up that me clickety clacking on the keyboard. And I have to find a way to dampen that sound. What was I? That's not what I wanted to do. I have ender. Okay, then I want another inhibitor. Yeah, I have to place another inhibitor because these guys broke the last one. Oh, right. I need something they're not gonna pull apart because that's how they did away with it the last time. Do I have any concrete just sitting around? Yeah, we'll do this. Yeah, so now I'm about to show off my ender farm. Um, kind of laughing at how I did this. So this is my ender farm. If you, oh, there we go. Ah, oh god. I'm pretty sure it got him. Okay. So anyways, what was I saying before I got so rudely interrupted? So if you notice, up along this tower, there's like what look like cardboard boxes. That's because those are cardboard boxes. Something that one of the mods called Mechanism adds is cardboard boxes. And what you can do is you can walk up to a block and you can place said cardboard box. And that will essentially encapsulate the block that you place inside the cardboard box. So say you wanted to grab a spawner without breaking the spawner. You could put a cardboard box on the spawner, and then you can very easily break the cardboard box, which picks it up along with whatever's inside of it, like a spawner. Oh, he mad. Yeah, he gone. So yeah, that way you can get spawners and not break them. And something that has apparently ticked Jay off, which I keep laughing about, is that there's also a spawner extractor from Pneumaticraft, and that allows you to rip the spawn core out of the spawner, and then you have a broken spawner. But it's a Pneumaticraft version, which means you can set it up so that you can then place a different spawn core inside of it, and then you can spawn any number of mobs that way with a little bit of air pressure. He doesn't like the fact that I have it set up in such a way to where I can grab a spawner, run the spawn extractor on it, which by the way makes it like amp up its spawning a lot. And then just like basically set up the spawner on in a pit so that when it starts mass spawning when you're trying to run the spawn extractor on it, it they just go into a pit. I don't have to fight them. I just put the spawner there, take the cardboard box off, and then run the spawn extractor, and they're just done. He's like, that's not right. You shouldn't be able to do that. And I'm like, well, then they shouldn't have put the mods in together like they did. Of course, I haven't actually made that extractor yet, but when I do, it's basically going to be that funny. Because I have these 4 spawners here that I can extract. I've got these spawners I can extract, which includes a Strider spawner. Somewhere I have a Blaze spawner. Is one of those my Blaze spawner? No. It might actually just be cardboard boxed inside that. Because what I was doing was basically a low class mob farm over here where I just go in and just start whacking the crap out of them as they spawn. Yeah, it's in here. Yeah, it's a Blaze spawner in there. And that's how I was getting my blaze rods, was by going in there and just smacking them and then letting them spawn and just keep smacking them. And it worked. There was no shortage of blaze. But now I can just set up the spawner over there and let them fall into a pit, or I can do the whole extracty thingy and then, yeah, have much better control over it. Oh, hey, Goat. Are you doing anything tonight? Out of curiosity. Do you want to get with? Oh, assuming Brew is up to it. I was wondering if we all want to play some Deep Rock Galactic. Do we want to play Dwarf Simulator and dig a hole? Missing content. What was this? Nice. Yeah, we just gotta get Brew on board, and then yeah, we can play that together tonight. Assuming everyone is up for it. I only say if everyone's up to it because, I mean, anything can happen between now and tonight, so. Oh, I'll need one more. Okay. And oh, we're so close. Oh, I say we're so close. I need 2 more of these, and I know we're close to having those. Okay. Yeah, we still need 2 Supremium Essence, but we now have enough Vibrant Alloy ingots to make a seed. Check, I need 5 Supremium Essence. If there's any place I should have put the sower and the plant gatherer, it should have been on these. Because I have not been doing enough harvesting on these, and it is it's becoming quite apparent that I'm going to need a lot more. Yeah, so probably off stream is probably when I'm going to actually be able to make um the rest of the supremium essence that I need. That's gonna be my luck, I think. Do 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 do. Dun, dun. Nope, nope, nope. Do 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 do. Did it? But do 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 do. But that. And then it's 4 prosperity seed base. Yeah, so now I just need to scrounge up just a little bit more essence, and then I can make the seed. I just need to make sure that I don't, for some reason, have essence somewhere else. Because that would be my luck, because I'm so disorganized that, you know, that essence could actually be in any one of these chests. And I wouldn't know it. Like, here's 12 Inferium essence. Because I'm so disorganized. Yes, glowstone dust, yeah. There's rotten flesh. There's it's copper dust. Mystical fertilizer. Not really helpful here. Prudentium. That's one of the essences I need. Wait. Grab that. Trying to consolidate everything. What's that? Powdered ender. Okay. Not what I need. Furium seed and Furium blocks. Oh, yeah, I need that. I'll take the redstone block too. And then... yeah, okay. I think that's all I'm going to get out of it. Yeah, so Lupus, again, I'm sorry I didn't recognize that was your username. Okay. That, and essence. Convert whatever I can. 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. That's 3. Oh, so close. So close. Okay, so the scrounging is working a little bit. Also, it's very likely that it got mined. So do this as well. Boop. A boop to you, a boop to Lupus, a boop to Goat. Everyone gets a boop. We're so boop happy here that if you pay 5 channel points, you can boop me. Did I make it only 5? Or did I increase the price? Stevo, you seem to be the channel point accountant. How much is that worth again? Five. Yep, 5. 5 for a boop. Measly 5 points for a boop. I'm gonna... There's the sheep scream. Oh, this one I really enjoy.
And then I fired again. And then I missed. And then I fired. And then I fired. And I missed. I missed both times. And then I fired. And I missed. This went on for several hours. And then I fired. And then I missed.
Oh, Game Grumps. Oh, I love it so much. Okay, so there's that. Oh, we might be there. That's 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, that's 2. Yep, we're there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh yeah. All right, this is it. This is the big moment. You're seeing it on stream. We are about to do a ritual. Oh, I'm so excited. I can't believe I'm finally making the seed. With the base tower. Oh, this is so exciting. Aren't you excited, little buddy? This Drigme has been here since the start of my world, by the way. He popped in, he got stuck in the cobweb, and he has literally been here ever since. I've made no attempt to rescue him. He's just been our little mascot. From day one. I couldn't be happier. Anyways, yep. Okay, so, it is... In the corners, we do our ×1 vibrant. In the cardinal directions, we have Supremium. And then the center, Prosperity Seed Base. Boom! Vibrant Alloy Seeds. Holy crap, that is exciting. Ha 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 ha. And what this means is that now we can make an infinite amount of vibrant alloy, which is needed for top tier Ender IO conduits. So, vibrant energy conduit, vibrant fluid conduit, and vibrant item conduit. And the cool thing about the vibrant fluid conduit is that you can run multiple fluids through it. The fluids are teleported, which means they don't get mixed. And that is the biggest part about this, is that they don't get mixed. So like So, like, for example, like, if I were to use the fluid conduit or the energized fluid conduit, those fluids, you can't have more than one fluid running through that, fluid conduit. But the vibrant fluid conduit, assuming this all works the same way it's always worked, um, the liquids will never mix. So yeah, that's the excitement here. So just making sure here, top tier fluid pipe is actually called the ender fluid conduit. It teleports fluids instantaneously, bypassing physics and gravity, and can transfer multiple fluids through the same conduit using colored channels. Yeah. So, like for instance, if I have street lights and I want to run kerosene to all of my like street lamps, right? I can do that. And then I can also run water to all of my structures, or I can run like any number of fluids. I can run underground. I can run lava to run different power things or different things that require lava. I can do all that now through a single pipe. So that glow is what that means, is that there is now no restriction. Lies? It's not lies, that's the truth. How dare you claim lies? So what the heck is going on here? Okay. Gonna make myself some more bread, because I need more bread. Bread. Alright, so now I do need one more. Oh, actually, wait, before I do that, I probably. Nope, no reward. Okay. I thought maybe I would have gotten a reward for making this. No, I didn't. It's okay, though. I don't have to get a reward. It's nice to get a reward. I don't have to have a reward, though. Also, growth powder. No. Grapes. Or strawberries. Or pineapple. Could do that. Salt. No, no, no. So I'm trying to find food uses for these seeds because I have too many seeds. I can make chocolate bars with the cocoa beans I have. Oh, need to get rid of this. Get rid of verdant sprig because I don't need that. Oh yeah, but anyways, back to the other thing I was talking about. So part of setting up so that this computer outputs to the broadcast computer is also making sure that I can also broadcast to multiple platforms without using Restream. So that includes like TikTok and maybe Kick. but I have to make sure that the broadcast actually works in such a way to where, um, let me think of best way to say this. So like for instance on Twitch and YouTube, you have like you have this box here, which is me, hello, and then you have this big box over here, right? I'm sorry, no, over here. It's over here. Yeah. This big box over here in this general area is the game. Um, well, that doesn't work for things like TikTok or if you're watching on mobile for certain platforms. You want something that's more vertical and less horizontal. So having like me here, game here, or me here, game here. And making sure that I can integrate all that into a single broadcast platform. That's also something I'm working towards to get that working. But that's a lot of down the road kind of stuff. But hey, I am recording again. Doing voiceover stuff again. Um, for those who don't know, I have a friend who is writing a book, and I am doing the narration for their book as they write it. Which, first of all, means that because this is the first draft on their book, things may change in the book. That also means that I'm getting plenty of retries on my. Damn, Tabby! Oh, yes. Yes, I do have friends. Ow. I'm gonna rip off your NASA Artemis 2 tag from your name for that. Yeah, I love you too. I love all my friends. Even though they can be real butts sometimes. But anyways, yeah. So I'm working towards getting back into voice acting more. I did it again. I did it again. I did it again. I did it again. Yeah, getting back into voice acting, getting back into nope, don't want to do that. You're a butt. Not a butt, you're a butt. You butt. I've lost my train of thought. Thank you. You're all uninvited to the party. Oh no. What was I saying? Oh yes, so I am getting back into voice acting. I've started with narrating my friend's book, which I'll get plenty of redos because he's making changes to the book as it goes. Not like big changes. Like I think he understands the story arc of how he wants the book to go, but little tiny corrections are going to lead me to have to make voice corrections. So yeah, I think it's gonna be a lot of fun. It already is a lot of fun. Oh, for essence. Hmm. Just gonna. It's really the only use for this right now. Okay. Mm, no. there. Don't really need that right now because I do have garden cloches making sulfur essence. Something else I need to collect too because that's how I process the 5 times ore. Yeah, finally started making garden cloches too. Those are useful for mass growing plants in a small area. Then I can take this over here, and I can dump it in here, and then all that osmium ore will get turned into osmium dust. Oh, and this is the last stack. Which means now I can grab a new stack of ores and put them in the system and then run that through. Huzzah! Finally. So let's see here. No, wait. No, I want to say raw. Yeah, raw. I think I'm going to go with the gold. Yeah, I think gold will work. I think we'll get through the gold pretty fast. This place sounds like a proper factory now that I've got things running again. Honestly, what I need to do is I need to set up like 5 or 6 different garden cloches over here. Not different, just 5 or 6 garden cloches over here. Producing sulfur essence and then automatically crafting the sulfur essence into sulfur to run through the system. That's what I need to, because I have... Because basically over here is going to be like the main entrance into here. But like coming over here, we have this wide open space that I could run garden cloches on. We already have a water supply, so running water over here to them wouldn't be a problem. But that would provide enough sulfur indefinitely to just keep this place running and producing ores. As we mine them from the ground. Let's see, what am I doing here? Right, I have all this. Okay. Here we have more essence to process. I know this is like the boring stuff that I'd rather do off stream, but like, I mean, if all this stuff has to be done to advance. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so that's 3. All right, so what's going to happen is that once I get one more Supremium Essence, which is 4 of these Imperium Essences, I can combine that with a dirt block to make Supremium Farmland. That will allow me to start planting the Vibrant Alloy Seeds. In which what will probably happen is that I'm actually going to take out the Energetic Alloy and the Imperium Farmland, and I will actually put the Vibrant Alloy in here. So really, I just need the Farmland piece now. And then this will then produce Vibrant Alloy Seeds, or Essence, sorry. And then it looks like it makes 2 per. And then 8 essence makes 2 ingots. So it's a slow process. But eventually I can get a bunch of farmland made of supremium essence, and that will allow me to just like bulk produce the ingots. Which, yeah, making the ingots this way is a lot faster right now, but in the long run, it's gonna take time. So what I can do is I can fused quartz. I think I need just fused quartz. Yeah, I just need fused quartz. How do I make fused quartz? Just run nether quartz through the alloy smelter. Simple enough. Do I have? Because I'm growing nether quartz, so having the nether quartz isn't an issue. That's 12 right there, so I think we'll just go ahead and dump that in. This will be the start of our conduit production. One thing I'm also planning to do here soon is also work on... Oh, yeah, I can just make the energy conduit that way. Item conduit will always require a pulsating alloy. Okay. Iron and... Yeah, I don't need to make a seed for this. I'm producing so much of both of these on their own. Like, I don't need to worry about making a seed for that. What was I saying, though? I don't need... Wait, is it... Oh, wait, no, this binder composite. What do I need? I need conduit binder. That's right. Okay. My god, what the hell was I saying? I got just so scatterbrained there for a sec. I just completely lost what I was saying. Ah. Ah. I hate it when that happens. Just ADHD, just gone. My thought was there. It's gone now. Now, what was I saying? So, anyways, I have another quartz. I can turn into fused quartz glass. Fused quartz, right? That makes the vibrant fluid conduit. So now what I can do is I can demonstrate, I think, the unique properties of this. And actually, what I can do is I can just do this here. Is this going to let me configure? No. I know what I need. I need a configuration tool. It might be the Yeta wrench. I think it's the Yeta wrench in this case. Oh, I need grains of infinity. Oh darn it. That's a bedrock thing. I would think I already have a Yeta wrench though. Like, what else is this used for? I've used this for something else. Oh, I've used it for the void chassis and the basic capacitors, right? But there's basically a configuration tool for the Ender.io conduit, and I need to make sure that I have that configuration tool. And then you also look at filters and stuff like that. So that's all stuff that's going to be very, very, very important. These are all different filters here that I do not need. Basic chemical, basic soul, basic fluid. Is there advanced? Am I just not seeing it? Big item, advanced item, big advanced item, limited item, basic fluid, basic soul, basic chemical. So I think those filter cards are going to be what ultimately helps control this. It says paper and bucket. Oh, that's inexpensive. Osmium and paper. Oh, hold on just a minute. I'm getting a phone call. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. so so that was Jay calling me. Apparently the store that we go to for our groceries caught fire. So yeah, that was yeah, Jay, thanks for the fun phone call there. Like, oh god, the grocery store caught on fire. But it's okay. They should be back open tomorrow from I guess what you said. Um oh. Oh, yeah, look at that. Look at all those strikes. I'm still moving the coffee. I'm not keeping the coffee in the same spot. Once stream ends, the coffee's getting moved. We're not going to show Jay where the coffee is. Flute writer. Yeah, I'll do this later. All right, now what was I doing? Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da. Yes, I have coffee beans in the game. Also tea. Also, I can make root beer. There's strawberries. bunch of cocoa beans. Oh dear. Ah! Crap. Oh, yeah, I forgot to turn the camera back on after the call. Yeah, sorry about that. Well, yeah, I don't need Jay raiding my island for all the coffee. That would just be mean. Also, I guess I have a stove in my back pocket because I could just do that. Yes, I am going to move the coffee. I will sell you the coffee in exchange for goods or services, as any savvy trader would do. Wait, what the heck is corporeal eye? Don't remember that. Let's see. So I need a fruit. I need salt. Gaseous brine and a chemical crystallizer makes salt. Salt's gonna be the freaking killer here. Those are such lovely sounds. The rain falling. I do enjoy that. Also, I don't know how well the game audio is. I don't know how well you can hear the rain in the game. Like, I know you can hear me just fine, but how is the game audio? Because if you can't hear it, I can turn it up. I just need people to say, hey, turn it up. Yeah, like right there, Nightbot, thank you. How's the audio? So, I want salt, gaseous brine, which requires brine, and a rotary condensator. Oh, how do I make these? 2 osmium, and it costs 20 redstone each. Actually, I'll do 1 redstone, and I will double my osmium. Enrichment chamber. This one will go to 8. And boom. Make one of these. This is basically going to be a side shoot of the brine I have coming in here. Eventually, all of these will be the vibrant fluid conduit for the mechanical pipes. Now, what I can do is set this here. Bring in my gaseous brine, and then gaseous brine can be used in a chemical crystallizer to make salt, and then that will take care of my salt shortage. Not cheap. Okay. Biosteel. Do I have? Oh wait, hang on. Energized smelter. Didn't I? Must have used it all. Yeah, that's probably what I did. Okay, so what do I need here? I have the fluorite crystals. I need refined obsidian. Oh. Well, lightning's not supposed to strike over there. It's supposed to strike over there. Yeah. As if to prove me right. Boom. Okay, so if I want to make that diamonds, need 1 diamond, enrichment chamber, and then I'm going to place 2 of these in here. Metallurgical infuser. 8, 16, 24. Yeah, I need 3 diamonds. 3 diamonds! Gosh dang, that's a lot of diamond for what I'm trying to do. Which is just salt production. Like seriously, that's all we're trying to do here is just salt production. All right, so now I have to turn these into ultimate, which is obsidian. Ba, 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 ba. Refined obsidian ingots. Ba, ba, ba. Can I enrich straight from here? No, I need to crush it first. Steve-O, thank you for the hydrate.
Thank you for taking care of your Traumagachi.
Run that through the enrichment chamber. 240. Huh. 8, 16, 24. I need 6 of these. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is expensive. And I mean expensive. Obsidian dust. Gonna have to make more refined obsidian. 10, so that's a lot. So let's see, if it's 10 per, then I would need 8 more diamonds. To make a full stack there. Sit there for a sec. I'm gonna put this. Oh, good night, Stevo. Have a good night. Literally, the thing I just said in a different order. My brain no work. Anyways, yeah. Have a good night, Stevo. Sleep well, and hopefully we'll chat with you this weekend. Yeah, happy to see you too. Six. Ugh. So time consuming. 7, 8. Okay. Go to find these. I have no upgrades in this machine. However, the energized smelter, I did put a muffler filter in because the sound from it is so grating. I couldn't stand the noise. But yeah, I can hear that everything is running, which is really nice. But yeah, while we're waiting for the Inferium essence to grow, we're going to make this machine. Hypnotoad. 8 there, and 64 obsidian dust. Just make a stack real quick, because we need to. Unfortunately, I think that we now need to use the osmium compressor for... Yeah. Well, not necessarily. We could melt the dust and then pull it out that way, but nah, we'll just use the osmium compressor. So let's see, chemical crystallizer. We just need the steel casing. That's literally all we need left is the steel casing. Take one of these osmium ingots out. And then, so we just need steel ingots. Did I make a bunch of steel and put it over here? Nope, bunch of iron, not a bunch of steel. Okay. Funny, because I think I have steel seeds. I have steel ingots. And I just grab some pressurized tube. Wait, hang on. No, I also need. Hold that thought. Need mechanical pipe. Logistical transporter. That's what it is. And then I need. Oh, everyone's favorite thing. Nether chest. More chests, please. I just need 2 chests. And because we're not really using the brine while this stuff's being stalled by the lack of sulfur, I can just do this and make a bunch of salt. So pressurized tube. Output, that's inputting there. Gaseous brine salt. We're not getting any energy input. So let's go ahead and do that. Now we're producing salt. And then we need a logistical transporter to transport the solid out. And then we say that the logistical transport is the output. That's good. And now we are producing an infinite supply of salt. Dota 2, here I come. We are salty. Worst joke I've ever made. Also, is this still, like I'm hearing it processing. Are we... We've got to be out of sulfur dioxide. Yeah, we're out of sulfur dioxide. Also, I need to make sure there's no jams. So I probably did not get through that. Yeah, still on the raw osmium. That's fine. I have to make sure that that's cleared because otherwise the gold won't go through the system. But it's good to hear that this thing is still running. Like, these machines are still churning stuff out. So, like, you can see the oxygen still going up. The chlorine is maxed. Looks like the sodium is maxed. The sodium actually can't go any further. In fact, because this elite chemical tank is full on sodium, I'm going to have to replace that tank. And you might be wondering why I'm keeping the sodium. The sodium is actually useful for nuclear. So that's why I'm keeping it around. But now that we have all the tanks that we do with it, I'm just going to probably just vent the rest. Like, we have a lot of sodium. I think we have more than what would be required to cool several large reactors. Okay, so I need that to be on input-output, and then dump excess. So now the production of sodium cannot be stopped. And it will keep producing. So basically, we don't want the chlorine to get caught up. And then also our hydrogen is also full, and that's fine because the hydrogen and the chlorine are making hydrogen chloride. Hydrogen chloride's going through the system just fine. Of course, that's stopped because we're not producing any more at the moment. But yeah, so sodium's the one thing I can just dump excess of because it's not used here. The oxygen's used, the hydrogen's used, the chlorine is used. Sodium in this manufacturing process is not used. So it's not anything to sweat over. We've got our salt. I'm going to take this. I'm going to put it in the power plant. That's something I should do, is like automatic transport of sodium over to the power plant. Like have a tank that just holds like a huge thing of sodium. I mean, it's useful that way. But anyways, yeah, I can show you that I do already have a supply of sodium down here. So I have already an elite chemical tank full of it. I have a basic tank full of it, and now I have a second elite tank full of sodium. So that's 3 tanks with sodium in it. The 2 elites alone are a massive amount. How are we doing over here? All right, we need the supremium essence, and I'm getting ahead of myself here. Two, 3, 4. No. Oh, okay. Bakeware. Need bakeware. Oh, this is mage light. So that's just to provide light because originally torches in the game were only a stick and coal or charcoal, and they changed the recipe and made it more expensive and a little bit more added a few more steps to get it. And so I'm like, screw that. I'm just gonna learn the Mage Light spell through, I think, one of Jay's more favorite mods, which is Ars Nouveau. He really likes that mod, so I started getting spells and then made copies of the spells for him. But I was like, yeah, no, Mage Light is gonna be a lifesaver because like all these little gray dots, that's Mage Light. Mobs can't spawn there. So it's basically just safeguarding the area from like hostile mob spawns and yeah. Eventually that'll be traded out for not so many kerosene lamps. Because I'd prefer to have kerosene lamps going down streets instead of all these little mage lights all over the place, because that's kind of annoying to have all these little things around here. But starting out, though, yeah, no, the mage light has been a huge help. What was it? I was going over here. I was grabbing this and putting it away and grabbing the bakeware. Then I'm going to put these back. There we go. Well, no, that goes there. I have this over here. Chocolate, I have seeds, I have salt, I need fruit. But yeah, eventually these structures will have proper lighting and won't have a bunch of the little orbs hanging out. So maybe we're done it there. Bup, da-da, 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 da-da. Yep. Yeah. You do. Da-da. Ran out of salt. So yeah, I just made trail mix. And then I can sell it for $1.50. More salt. Bakeware, seeds, fruit. Don't think it matters on the order. What was the last thing? Chocolate. That's what it was. Yeah, so now I can eat this. And yeah, that is extremely satisfying. Look at that. That filled almost all the way up. Assisted in adding hearts. Yeah, that's some good stuff. A little pricey to make, but I mean, if you have an infinite supply of salt, then that kind of helps out a little. Goodbye, bread. But anyways, yeah, this is my spell book here, and I have Mage Light here. Also a plow and evaporate and ouchies. Yeah, crush fell. Let's do ouchies. Ouchies, I believe, is a projectile. Yeah. I believe this is one of my spells that actually does pack a bit of a punch. So I can say, boom. Yeah. Oh, missed. How much damage did I do? Ah, 2.5 hearts. Not bad. Could be better. Could be a little bit more powerful. Oh, I hate that guy so much. Fall in a pit. Just fall in a pit, please. I hate the traitor so much. I do not like him. I mean, admittedly, he does have good stuff, so I can't hate him, but like, he just shows up at the most inopportune times. Him and his camels just like stand anywhere they want, and I'm just like, no, stop it, don't do that. There's a thing you can make for the traitor. It's like some sort of rug. Yeah, here we go. Trader carpet. Arriving traders will end up on this block instead of in your face. Yeah. I need to make like 4 of these because they just keep popping up. And actually they're pretty cheap. That's really not bad. I could probably get away with making that real quick if I have the wool for it. Nope, that won't work. Asher? Yeah, that works. Okay. So, now, when any of them show up, they will pop up here. Excuse me. I have seeds, I have strawberries. I have the chocolate, I have the bakeware, just need more salt. More salt. Yeah, so really all the machines running right now are just those over there. It's my factory, I can do what I want with it. Especially for metal processing, but instead I'm just making salt. Oh, there's my bakeware. Like, where's my bakeware? Seeds, salt, chocolate. There we go. It's a 58 trail mix. I think food-wise, that's like the only like big thing that I can make with the seeds is trail mix. I can make seed soup. I don't really see the. Well, then again, that is a lot. Like that's more than that, but like that to make stock. I don't feel like going through the extra step of making stock, so I'm like, no, trail mix is good. We're making plenty of fruit. We're making plenty of cocoa beans. Definitely making plenty of seeds. Making plenty of salt. So yeah, no, there's no reason to change what I'm doing here. It works out. So yeah. Eventually all this stuff will be automated. That'll be nice. Automation's always nice. Of course, I say that, and I have yet to get through, like, the AE2 automation stuff. That's something I'm gonna be, like, offline in, like, a test world teaching myself, because strangely enough, as long as I've played Minecraft, modded Minecraft, where I've had access to AE2, the only thing I've used AE2 for is storage. That's it. And I'm like, no, there's a much better way to do this, and I am not doing it the proper way, so. Oh yeah, this is another area where I need more consistent lighting. How am I doing here? Yeah, I'll do this side. And then I will take what I have, and I will go over and see if I can get some more Supremium Essence out of this. Probably one is what I'll get out of it. If I'm lucky, maybe two. But I'll settle with one. One is good. I need one to start with. Actually, putting in the garden cloche was actually a bad idea. Because the garden cloche does not actually give you seeds when it comes to the essences. It only gives you the essence itself. So that is not going to work. But it's okay. I still need the farmland anyways. Not hard to make. And that's, yeah, that's 2 supremiums. So I will ba, 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 da, 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 and then dirt, supremium farmland. I don't need to do that a second time. Because what I can do over here, even though this is Altertium, what I can do over here is I can this, and I can right click there. That's Supremium. So I can start growing from that spot. And then once I get a seed, then I can put it into the garden cloche. But for now, no, it's not worth having in here because it won't give me any seeds. And then as I continue, I can get more Supremium and make a full Supremium farmland, and then have vibrant alloy growing out of my ears. But for now, it's not really worth it. It's worth it to have it here growing and producing seeds. And that's the only way I'll produce seeds is by having it on the appropriate farm tile. That's good water. So I'm gonna dump this stuff in here. Bad choice to do it in there, but for now I do need the space. There is. Yep, I put that there. That consolidates space more. This bakeware can go over here, and I'll actually pull that nether quartz essence out, and I'll put it in here. Make sure there's none of the other two. No, okay. The chisels I can put away over here for now. This will give me more space to work with. Why do I have a... Oh, it's from one of the enemies. That's from one of the enemies, yep. I don't need that. Definitely don't need that. I'll just drop that in there for now, too. And try not to forget it's there, like I keep doing. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go down below. I'm going to grab all of my sulfur essence, and I'm going to convert it into sulfur. And then I'm going to take it across the way, and I'm going to use that to mass produce a bunch of ores from the raw ore that is, well, ingots from the ores that we have. That's a lot of sulfur too. That's gonna give us a good haul. That will probably kill the osmium stack that's there, which is not. I don't think there's much left of it. So yeah, no, this should knock that out pretty fast, I think, and then switch it over to the gold. Now the only problem it might have is if there's a partial unusable amount of iron or osmium. That will be like the only issue here, because you can have like a small like 5 ml type of thing here. Like this here, this dirty iron slurry is 5 millibuckets. Clean iron slurry, 197 millibuckets. Not enough to work with. Is the problem. But the numbers are consistent, so like it's a consistent issue to have. So it's something I have to expect is going to happen. Well, luckily I have eyedroppers for that, so that's not too big of an issue. Yeah, down to 40. That should hopefully get knocked out when... well, that should get knocked out with the sulfur I just put in, and then we'll be on to gold, so... We'll listen for that to stop. If it stops early, then we'll know that there's remnant osmium in there that we have to get out. It'll just take a couple of chemical tanks. We have plenty of empty chemical tanks to spare for that, so that's not going to be an issue. We'll go ahead and harvest some of that. I also need to get this done as well, is set up annihilation planes to start mass harvesting Certus quartz. Of course, I also need to grab Certus, like flawless Certus quartz, which you can also do with the cardboard boxes, so you don't break them into flawed when you break them from the meteor. So let's see. Something else I'm excited to do as well. I don't know if all the mods is doing this or not. In all the mods 10, but Create dropped a new submod called Aeronautics, and I really, really, really want to get it in this mod pack. Actually, I should check. To see if they're planning on it. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if they're planning on it. It'll be cool if they do add it, but like that kind of gets me to halt a bit on just adding it myself, because I'm like, if I add it and then they try to add it, there might be some sort of conflict issue, and then it's like, well, crap. If you think this is... Oh yeah, I should show you Mage Watch. Tabby, if you're still here, I will show you Mage Watch. I will show you the giant tower that Jay's been working on. Hell, I'll just show people anyways, because it's freaking cool. Like first of all, like the diversity of trees that you have here is really nice. Like your dirt path is staggered in a more natural looking way. Not a big fan of the bushes, but I mean, hey, it still gives it that really nice foliaged look. Your kitty cat over here, who you've yet to rename, and I have plenty of name tags for you to use. But yeah, this is Mage Watch. This is the giant mage tower that Jay's building. Oh, automatic recording. That's pretty nifty to set that up like that. Well, I guess the automated recording can appreciate the mage tower then. Going inside. So this is their first floor. And also, just to give you some perspective here. So over here is my island with all my stuff I'm working on. Jay is way over here. He's over in this area. It's a long way. A lot of chunks to travel across. But yeah, he's over here in this area, so getting him stuff is going to be interesting. But he's got all these tools set up, all these different blocks set up, which is really well done, I gotta say. And all the different storage and stuff as well. And there's the second floor, which I believe is still very much under construction, but has a nice chimney going, nice fireplace, which will probably end up having a chimney, I would think. But yeah, this is as far as it goes right now. It's not finished, but it will be finished eventually. Oh yeah, and then this little setup, which is really nice. I really like the way that you set this up, Jay. Oh hey, Tabby's automated responses giving compliments too. That's cool. Actually, I should look at how to make kerosene. Through the refinery, yes. Thermopneumatic processing plant, refinery controller, crude oil. Where can I get crude oil? I can get crude oil via the laser. That's cool. But I do have oil, which is good. Unfortunately, because of the way I added mods into this game, so this square area here was explored prior to adding of a specific mod that allows me to get oil. So because all this area was explored, it won't generate the oil wells that I need for industrial foregoing, I think it is. Immersive engineering, yeah. Because immersive engineering, you can make pump jacks. And unfortunately, um, because that area was explored, the specific detector that you can use prior to setting up a pump jack, you won't get any fluids in that area. So I have to travel way out in these areas before I can tap anything, which would probably end up being... I'd probably transport here to Briektron and then travel out from there. That's the safest bet, honestly, because I can start in Briektron on their island and just be like, oh, hey, there's oil, or there's lava, or there's water, and I can just pump that out of the ground. Which is another thing, is it doesn't tell you what is there, it just tells you that there's something there. And then you have to use your pump jack to figure out what it is. Seismic survey tool. Yeah. A seismic survey tool, and then there is immersive petroleum. Oh, apparently there's an automatic lubricator. Pause for laughter. Oh no, seismic survey tool is the... Oh, portable generator. I can make a portable generator. That's cool. But yeah, you gotta load a shotgun slug into this, like a blank. And then it will allow you to pound the ground and look for resources. Let's see, the immersive engineering side of this, though, because there's like an ore surveyor. It's it's like a core drill. That's what it is. That's a drill pipe. That's part of. Oh, I guess that's pneumatic craft on that part. Yeah, core sample drill. That's what it is. Yeah, so the core sample drill, that allows you to check for, like, solid resources. And I don't think I have one of those. I should get one of those. But yeah, eventually that's where this channel's gonna lead, is that, you know, oh, hey, to continue on, we're gonna have to start going out and surveying and fighting off all sorts of enemies while we do that. That's gonna be fun. And Jay, I'm gonna drag you along for that, because, adventure! Definitely adventure. What can I do with eggs? There's a lot you can do with eggs. Oh, you can make a dragon egg out of an egg and antimatter. You can make fried eggs. You can make eggs. You can make okay. Cooked eggs. All right, you can use charm fragments to make spawn eggs, which is a lot of fun as well, because like that way you can, like, well, I mean, honestly, it's easier to just grab their souls in a soul vial and then do it that way, and then, oh, hey, you need this, you need that, sure, let me do that real quick. But yeah, actually, how do you get more your charm fragment? Is it just by killing the mob? Like, okay, let's say jungle creeper, right? Charm fragment. Okay, so if I want to use it, you can make right, so there's the charms that make it so the enemies can't see you. There's the charm belt that holds the mob charms, and then there's the spawn eggs you can make. So then you can just spawn mobs wherever, and they can't see you because of the charms. Yeah. There's a lot. There is a chrono generator. What the heck? Location broadcaster. Chronon bat. What is this stuff? A screening device. Chronometer. Glass. Okay. Chronon battery. Time steel. Time steel? Oh, netherite scrap. Okay. This is all weird stuff. I've not really looked into this before. Okay. So let me see here. So yeah, eventually we're gonna get the seismic stuff set up. That's gonna be fun. With seismic stuff, I mean like going on using the survey tools to find stuff. But like to use the seismic survey tool. Ba, 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 ba. Actually, let's look at this. Machines with high mechanical loads, such as the pump jack, excavator, and crusher, can be actively lubricated to increase their speed by 25%. Iron golems can be lubricated, temporarily increasing their speed and strength. Nice. I can make a motorboat. Okay, that's cool. Fuel can be added to the tank with any portable fluid canister, such as a bucket or jerry can. Can make Molotovs. Okay, so anyways, where's the thumper? Where's the seismic survey tool, right? Seismic survey tool. Yeah, here we go. Let's see. While mining near bedrock, you've occasionally noticed a slick black flammable substance, crude oil. Crude oil is just one of many fluids that can be found underneath the impenetrable rock, but you won't be able to breach these reserves on your own with the help of a specially designed machine, the oil derrick. Ocean Nightmare. The Ocean Nightmare, yep. You may be able to get your hands on the content of these reservoirs. The seismic survey tool can be used to prospect for fluid reservoirs via listening to reflected infrasonic waves from an explosion from a buckshot cartridge. Yeah. So you have to make buckshot cartridges in order to use it. Which isn't exactly cheap, but I think I have the blueprints for it. So you find a magma chamber. It can have up to 1,000 buckets of lava. You can find an aquifer, which is up to 10,000 buckets of water. After the reservoir is below 2,000 buckets, there's a 25 millibucket tick of trace water that will replenish to equilibrium pressure. And then there's the oil reserve, or oil reservoir. That can be up to 32,500 buckets. And after the reservoir is depleted, there's a 6 millibucket tick of trace crude oil that can be extracted by pump jack. That's after you use the oil derrick, then you can use the pump jack to extract the little bit that keeps trickling in. So enough of these, and you can technically just get an incredible amount of oil in just basically indefinitely. And then from there, you can use the oil for really anything you want. For starters, though, I have only been grabbing the surface oil deposits. So I think a good example of that would be that's Blackstone. I thought I saw oil around here, but yeah, right here. Oil, crude oil over here. So there's crude oil over here. There's surface areas of crude oil. And that's where this oil has come from. And I've gotten 2,066 buckets of oil so far. So, not a bad haul for starters. But I need more oil. But anyways, that's that. But then there's the There's the core. There's the core sample drill as well. For finding mineral veins. Approximate vein locations. Each sample taken of the same vein allows more accurate identification of its center and contents. Mineral veins may overlap, so surveying can show traces of veins in close proximity. Sample sites that are too close, however, do not provide useful information on vein location. Artificial blocks such as sheet metal, plants, such as logs, and fluids, such as water, do not contain traces of mineral veins, and thus cannot be used with survey tool. Core sample drills provide the precise identification of the composition and expected yield of a mineral vein. So basically, you use this first to kind of narrow down where a vein is, and then you use this to pinpoint where it's at. And this I can do inside the whole mapped area that I showed you before, that square. Can be started by hand and disabled by a redstone signal when supplied with power, such as from an accumulator for a portable battery. The drill will consume 40 flux per tick to produce a core sample. Core samples are delicate and must be extracted manually in a similar way to activating the machine again. Yeah, so we don't have to use like a buckshot or anything like that. It just requires some power. Can be easily analyzed. Unlike simple surveying, in-depth analysis with a core sample drill allows saturation to be determined. Higher saturation means a higher chance for an excavator to return an ore. So there's also the excavator, which is a very expensive device. Core samples can be placed while sneaking, allowing the easy identification of information at a glance. Additionally, place markers can be applied to the maps when the sample is right-clicked, locating the vein with a red triangle on the map. Core samples do not display aquifers or other fluid traces in the region. They only display the mineral wealth of the survey. When deposits are excavated far away, more of the ore is contained within the spoil rock and dirt. With the inefficient excavation, these veins will produce less ore than a well-sited deposit. Wait, what? Even high saturation veins cannot be excavated without bringing up stones surrounding the vein. When deposits are excavated from far away, so I'm guessing it's like you're looking at a map, and then if it's further out, you're getting more dirt and stone as a result. More of the oil is contained within the spoil rock and dirt. Because of the inefficient excavation, these veins will produce less ore than a well-sited deposit. And then this gives you the breakdown of like, hey, this is this is what you'll find for each type, basically. Mineral vein found in biomes that are... It even gives you descriptions, too, of like, hey, this is where you'll most likely find this. That's useful, too. So, like, I could technically start going through this island and saying, okay, well, I want to find different veins. I can do that. I just have to build massive machinery that will allow me to do that. It's really expensive. Uranium, lead, cobblestone, cobble deep slate, gravel. Yeah. Yeah, and this is the excavator, and this, I believe it's in 2 parts. extracting sparse veins from the rock geosphere is a complex machine which requires 4,096 flux per tick in order to operate. I'm producing that in spades when it comes to energy. Mining commences from the bottom tip of the bucket wheel, and materials are output from the rear of the engine bracket. The three plugs for the engine take in power from the side, and the back features a redstone control panel. As the S-sphere digs up ores, the yield of the vein slowly decreases, but a mineral deposit can provide a maximum of 38,400 blocks of ore. The structure is comprised of two pieces, the engine shown on the following page and the bucket wheel displayed on the next, which fits into the braces of the engine. The full structure can be assembled by using the engineer's hammer on the rear central heavy engineering block. Yes, the wheel can be formed on its own using the engineer's hammer on the central steel block. The engine can be formed on its own via the rear center port's heavy engine. Yeah, so that back there. It'll form the bucket, and will form the bucket wheel with it, provided it is placed properly. Yeah, so this is heavy machinery right here. This is probably the heaviest thing we could build. But luckily, on page 1, they tell you exactly how to build it. So that's useful. That's really useful. And then over here it tells you what blocks you're using as well. So you can get an idea looking at this and this to tell you, like, oh, okay, this is what I need. But yeah, if we can build that, and we can build the core sample drill and the sampling kit, then we can start looking for a massive amount of ores. But for right now, we don't really need ores. Like, we're not, like, desperately needing ores, so it's not like an urgency kind of thing. Because, like, we have the digital miner just picks stuff up. And also, I don't think that the digital miner picks up the veins that immersive engineering does. I'm pretty sure that is a separate, like, oh, you found this ore vein in immersive engineering, and it's just like pulls from a, I don't know how best to say. Basically, you're not actually pulling things from the ground. I think it's more of a situation of just you found an ore vein, and as a result, it allows you to pull ores. You should do some deep rock on stream sometime too. I would love to. The only issue with that is that I really do not want to play deep rock alone, because deep rock alone is like not the easiest thing to do. Like, it's Deep Rock is one of those games where it really is better to have friends to play that with you. I really should start having friends play that with me sometime. I mean, if they want. I mean, I'm not gonna twist anyone's arm over it, but it'd be nice. It'd be fun to do that. It's just finding people who aren't, busy to be able to do that. Holy moly, I got a lot of stuff here. Uh-huh. Oh, no, we didn't have enough sulfur. Yeah, I'll be darned. I have to go make more sulfur. Oh, it is imaginary veins. Okay, that's what I thought. just because I'm like, it doesn't make sense to tell it, oh, you have a vein when you don't really have a vein, if that makes sense. Like, because then you just use the digital miner to pull it up, and it's like, but it's not there. So, actually, that would actually be a really good test, I think, is to use the surveying tools for immersive engineering and then try to pool those resources with the digital miner and see if there's a significant amount to say, hey, that's actually there or it's not there. Yeah. I think you're correct on that. Dump that sulfur in. Yeah, basically. I gotta get these ores out of here. Such wonderful sounds of industrialism. I'm gonna come over here. I'm gonna pull as much of this stuff out as possible because I'm gonna store it back in the ME system. It's just one big cycle, really. It's taking out the raw ores and refining them. All the copper. I have way too much copper, honestly. I have more copper than I know what to do with. Put that in there. Cool, 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 cool. Yeah, I also found out trail mix is like a really, really, really nice food to have. Don't do that. That there. Oh gosh, I'm actually over my time. I am going to be stopping the stream here very soon. Just gonna empty out the last of this chest that is quickly growing with more resources. Oh, there was no issue. The gold is going through just fine. We're gonna see gold come through here any second now. There it is. There goes the gold. that's it. That's all the osmium. Beneath bedrock. Okay, yeah. That's the same way with immersive petroleum as well, as it is beneath the bedrock. So yeah. Anyways, yeah, now we're producing gold dust. That gold dust is... Oh, I love 5 times ore production, by the way. That is really, really nice. Alright. Well, anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and stop stream here. I am going to start prepping to probably do some recording later on this evening. And, well, either record this evening or record this weekend, but yeah. Anywho, I hope you all have a good, rest of your day and a good weekend. Try to stay cool, especially if you're in an area where you don't have AC. I feel your pain. I promise you, I feel your pain. Um, but yeah, thank you all so much for joining me. And I will. I don't know when I'm going to be streaming next. I'm probably just going to do like maybe Mondays and Fridays for now. Just kind of getting back into the swing of things. But until my exam, I'm not really getting back into full streaming until I've studied and passed my CCNA. So, yeah. So hopefully we'll see you Monday. Love you all a lot. Bye.